to approve the benchmarks alone. So understand that when we vote, we're going to be voting on the stipulations. And then at the end, then we'll be voting on the benchmarks. I just want everyone to understand how the vote will go, including the committee members.
Is everybody clear? Oh, yes. Second is Maria.
Okay. And then my comment is just so everyone understands, all of these benchmarks here are achievable. These are not things, we're not asking anyone to do anything that they're not already required to do. These are a part of Jennifer's duties. And the only reason why they've come up is because she's failed to do her duties. We're not going to set a benchmark for something if it was something that was already being accomplished. At the board of directors meeting that we had for the removal, this is what we explained to everyone in the gallery, and that was at the board of directors meeting, that this is what would happen. This is typically what happens before anyone is even coming up for removal. So there was a question from a gallery member who asked, you know, what will happen should the removal fail? And we explained that, you know, we would vote for Jennifer to be put on probation, and that we would have a list of benchmarks and things, because she has to be able to attain something, and we have to have some level to measure. And it's given 10 days. At the end of the 10 days, if for some reason she does not meet these, she can be put, the probation can be extended. So it doesn't necessarily go for automatic removal. If she meets all of this and then for some reason she hasn't posted an agenda on time, we're not going to automatically go and say, okay, you need to be removed because you just missed one of these benchmarks. It would be extended, the probation would be extended or could be extended depending on how many of the benchmarks weren't met.
Okay, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer?
I would move that you make sure not to strike the CSSA involvement. Unfortunately, the president cannot give proxy anymore. It's only by president. Votes are only accepted in person at CSSA. And we, unfortunately, as a university, have not had proper representation at CSSA in 2 meetings. As they are working very hard on our behalf for higher education, they're in Washington, D.C. right now, the executives and many of the other presidents lobbying on our behalf to Congress to get us the funding we need, denying the students, 21,000 students, their voice would be devastating for this board to decide.
Okay, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Mona?
I believe that it's just for you to not attend CSSA, and doesn't VPAG attend CSSA? I'm still talking, thank you.
Oh, please, yes. No side talking.
I believe that Maria would still be allowed to go to CSSA, as well as if there was a Ledge Affairs representative at large. That being said, I'd like to reiterate that this was not impromptu. There was an email sent out by Hector Escobar calling the meeting for Friday, February 25th, in which we were giving her a courtesy notification of this. We could have just sprung it up last minute, and we decided not to do that. So we were professional in the sense that we approached it via procedure, as opposed to going around in other media methods to discuss this.
Okay, are you done?
Yes, thank you.
Maria?
Yeah, that's all I was going to say is that CSSA will be attended regardless. It will be attended. And anyone can vote that comes on behalf of the university at CSSA. I attended CSSA last year in addition. If Jenny chooses to not give her proxy, she doesn't have to. If I go and I'm the only person there, or if Alleged Affairs is voted in, because CSSA isn't until the 18th, so I believe we'll have another board of directors before then, that person can still vote and we will still have representation there. Anyone that is eligible to attend and that ASI sends and pays for can vote. So that is not true.
Carlos?
A few remarks. First on CSSA travel, I actually spoke with a few members, current members of CSSA, including the CSSA president, and he was stipulated that it is always preferable for the representation of a university for its ASI president to attend. So for stipulating the removal of the ASI president from CSSA travel seems a little bit ridiculous to me. I would also stipulate that perhaps in the best interest of the students, you elect out of the normal student body, the general student body, a CSSA representative to represent the representation of the students, not of the current ASI, because it seems that ASI is full of politics right now. Politics and bickering, and quite frankly, I really don't agree with all of this going on. Secondly, I actually reviewed the, hold on.
You had 2 or you had 1?
2.
2? But you didn't tell me.
Okay, well, I'm still speaking. So,
Okay.
the next thing is that one of the things that I was looking on the website in regards to Jenny's removal was the failure to give a state of affairs report during the summer. Did everyone turn in their state of affairs? If everyone did, no, I'm talking. No, please. If everyone's
Excuse
turning,
me, hold on. You will give the respect to the members here in this committee.
okay,
And we will
you
do our
said no,
best.
you
to
said
just-
no side talk, right?
You're out of order, sir.
No, I'm
No,
not.
I am allowed to
No,
talk.
you will
I'm allowed to
Get
talk.
out.
Here, pass the gavel.
You're out.
Pass it,
Get out.
pass it, pass it, pass it. I'm gonna take this gavel and I'm gonna do it because everybody needs to stay order in here. Everybody needs to be quiet and everybody needs to be respectful. Please have a seat. Have a seat.
Can I speak? Can I
No,
finish?
please
No.
have a seat, and after you gain your composure, if you'd like to speak, you may. Please have a seat, or
So
you'll
you're
be asked to
silencing
be
the
removed.
students. You're
No, I'm
silencing the
not.
students.
Is there any other
You're
students
silencing
in
the
the gallery
students.
that would
So
like
you choose to silence the students just for your own personal agenda? Are you choosing to?
Leave
Are you
the
choosing to
room
silence students for your own personal agenda?
Leave the room now.
Are you silencing students? Are you silencing students?
There's no
Leave the
silencing.
room, Carlos. There is no silencing.
You're silencing me.
disrespectful.
You're silencing the rest of these
You need to
students.
leave
You're
the
silencing the students for your own personal agenda.
Leave the room or sit down and be quiet.
You're really silencing students. Can't believe it.
Go ahead.
Jenny, you had your hand up?
Oh, I believe this board's already decided what they want to do. You have your agendas. I will just sit here and work very hard for the students.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Hector, did you have your hand up?
Call the question.
Okay, call, the order, the motion's been called to question. I can't believe all of this mess is happening in here. All in favor of voting, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Nay. Is, oh, okay. Okay, we're voted. I'm sorry. This is just ridiculous, and I'm gonna speak right now. This is utterly ridiculous. All of this.
Call to order?
I can.
You give it a motion, you gotta take.
She's
You
in a
have to
motion.
take it to.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next.
No, you gotta take, you gotta
This is so
finish the motion, you just voted.
This, and this is the leadership that we have
This is the
here.
gavel?
This is
Wait a
ridiculous.
minute, I have a Robert's Rules question.
Right now, we're
We're
in the
on a
motion.
motion. There's no discussion.
There's
You
no more
passed
discussion.
the gavel
There's no more discussion.
to,
The motion was made while you had the gavel, so you need to
Yeah.
execute it.
Okay, so,
so that whole
The
thing.
motion was made to vote while I had the gavel. We voted. The motion and the action item that's on the table was while Hector had the gavel.
So now take it to the motion.
okay, now we're gonna vote on the main motion, and it's to the ASI President Performance Warning Benchmark Stipulation, and
No.
I have a question, Chair. I mean,
No, we voted to vote.
we
Chair.
voted to vote,
And now we have to vote.
we have to vote on it.
Asking
Can
for
s-
the motion.
So
Can
we have
someone,
discussion.
can someone put the
Point
motion?
of clarification, the motion is to, oh, sorry, dry throat.
You gotta be-
Motion to approve the ASI Presidential Performance Warning Benchmarks with the said stipulations. The said stipulations are to not attend any CSSA meetings while on performance warning and not cause any performance warnings while under review.
Yes.
We're taking a vote on that. Okay, everyone says aye, we'll be in favor of it. Ready? So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All opposed, say nay.
Nay.
Okay. Abstentions? Wait, was that? Come on. Come on, were you nay?
Nay, aren't
Two nays.
Okay, 2 nay. Okay, abstention? Abstentions? Okay, motion passes.